Hi, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So I basically put on my story on Instagram yesterday a little message that said ask me anything, and I have been asked quite a lot. I have taken all of the messages and all of the questions off of my story and I've written them here on my iPad, so I'm going to just be reading them out and answering your questions basically. And I find it really interesting to see the kind of things that people want to know. Let's begin. The first question I got asked a couple of times, and that is, what is your age, or also how old are you? And I am 25 years old and I'll be turning 26 in July. So that's how old I am. And then we have one that I get asked all the time on TikTok as well, which is, how tall are you? And on TikTok people always say that I look massive, I look gigantic, I look so tall, but I am not. I'm actually 5'7", and that is not gigantic, that is just your average height. So I am 5'7". And another question is, how tall are you with your skates on? And I have been asked this before, and I'm pretty sure we worked it out that I was 5'11" with my skates on. So I'm 5'7", and then I think that the wheel and the little hill bit was about 4 inches. I think that's right. What other sports are you good at? I mean, I haven't really done any other sports since school. Yeah. I would like to get good at some sports, but honestly, I can't really just say that I'm good at a sport because there isn't really another good sport for me. I would like to get into either badminton or tennis, as I always enjoyed that when I was little. And apart from that, skating is kind of my main sport. Are you any good at ice skating? I have been ice skating 2 times. I will put a clip here from when I went ice skating with Dan earlier on this year. So we went to Winter Wonderland in December and we both skated. That was my first time ever actually skating. I went to a birthday party when I was a kid and I cried and came off after about literally 30 seconds on the ice. So I don't even really count that. But I really wanted to give it another go. So I tried at Winter Wonderland and everyone kept saying to me, you're going to be good, because if you're good at roller skating, you'll be good at ice skating. And it was not the case. I was not good at all. And then when we went earlier on this year again to just a normal ice skating rink, I was a bit better, a bit more confident, but still, I wouldn't really call it a skill of mine, but I would like to get into it. Okay, and then we have, where are you from? And also, which part of the UK do you live in? Is a different question. So I am from the UK and the area I live in is Essex. So I am an Essex girl. This question made me laugh a little bit. Are you single? No, I am not. I have a boyfriend. My boyfriend is Dan and he is the person who films most of my videos on Instagram. So yes, not single. What is your favourite song? What is my favourite song? I mean, I do change my favourite song a lot quite often, but one song that I do really enjoy listening to at the moment is 17 Going Under. Love that song. I listen to that song quite often, and to me that is a song that you can really like sing and be like dancing along. So really like that song. I also really like most of Harry Styles' music. And now we have some skate related questions. So some of these are quite similar. So we have, how did you get started? How did you start, carpet or pavement? And what made you get into skating? Okay, so how did I get started? I got started because I just really wanted a hobby and I'd always wanted to do skating my whole life. Always wanted to do skating. I've always really loved the idea of being able to skate, but as a child I tried once and I was rubbish, and so basically I just never did it again. But I should have done, because yeah, I always really wanted to. And then basically last year I just thought, you know what, now is the time. Ordered some skates, and it's funny, it says, how did you start, carpet or pavement? I ordered my skates, and when I first got my skates out of the box, I put them on in my bedroom, which was carpet at the time, and just kind of like did 1 or 2 strides forward and backwards in them, and it made the loudest noise ever, and I was upstairs at the time. And so I was like, well, I can't do that in here. That makes me laugh, yeah. I did actually try to skate on carpet, but it did not work very well. And so then if you scroll back on my Instagram all the way back to the beginning, the first ever times I actually went skating was on the same country roads that I still skate on today. And that was they're very, very rough roads to skate on with stock wheels. So I am quite surprised that I learned to skate on such rough roads, but yeah, that's kind of how I got started. And then what made you get into skating? Like I said, actually, I always wanted to skate, always, and it really was just kind of like we'd got out of lockdown. I was like quite depressed at the time, quite down. Things were good in life, but I kind of needed more of like a purpose, like a thing to focus on, because I had a lot of anxiety, bad insomnia, like I would struggle to sleep most nights. And yeah, really like just anxiety, and I was down quite a lot, and so I used skating as something to focus on, and yeah, it really changed my life. Yeah, I actually feel like I could make a whole video on that as well, actually, so stay tuned for them. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And then someone else has said, how long did it take you to get comfortable on skates? I can't, it's hard for me to remember, but I remember there was a time, maybe it was 6 months in or something. Maybe it was 6 months, I'm not really sure. 6 months? I think it was about 6 months, where I started posting things like, oh, I finally feel confident on skates, and I finally feel confident kind of just throwing myself around on skates and being able to stop and like transition and stuff. I feel like for me, the thing that made me confident with skating was learning to transition. Really, because if you're going straight and you want to turn around, or you want to go backwards, or you want to stop, knowing how to transition, you can use a transition to stop yourself. You can use a transition to, like, if Dan was like, oh Lucy, blah blah blah, and I couldn't hear him, I could just transition to turn backwards and be like, yeah, and carry on going. Whereas before, when I couldn't do that, I would always be using my toe stops to stop, which was just I don't like using my toe stops to stop at all. I don't like the feeling of it. And I don't like the fact that it ruins your toe stops. So yeah, I would say a long answer, but it took me to get comfortable on skates, I would say, I think it was about 6 months. And the thing that made me feel the most comfortable was learning transitions. And then we have, I thought that roller skating had to be learnt during childhood. Was it hard for you to learn now? And loads of people are actually learning right now who are all similar ages to me. I know so many different people now from social media who are learning to skate, and all adults, and I do think it is hard, because I feel like as a child you have this thing where you're just not afraid of being hurt as much. Yeah, so when I was a child, if I had have learnt when I was a child, I probably would have not been afraid at all. I'd have been jumping around, I would have been just so unbothered about falling. Whereas as an adult, I feel like there's that thing in your head of, oh, I don't want to hurt myself. And so I definitely don't push myself enough. I should push myself more, basically, because I have got that little fear of like, oh, you don't want to hurt yourself. So I would say that's the main difference, is learning as a child and learning as an adult. I really wish I'd have learned as a child, because all of the people who learn as children, who are on social media, who I follow and who I will see their content, they just flow so easy, and they're just so confident, and they're just so good. Whereas I feel like in myself, it's going to take me forever to get that confident, really, because I've always got that thing of don't hurt yourself, don't transition and slip and hurt yourself if you're going too fast and things, which is annoying, really annoying. I wish I could switch that off, really. One of the most popular questions that I got, I had so many people ask this question. Okay, can you skate on inlines? And then, why skates and not rollerblades? And why not rollerblades? Everyone seems to really want me to get rollerblades or inline skates, and I am thinking I might. I'm considering it. I'm thinking I might get some inlines, which is exciting. I haven't, I don't know. The reason why I went for roller skates in the first place was simply just, I came across Instagram, skating community. I started following all the accounts on my normal social media accounts, and I became obsessed with all of these different people learning to skate, and the majority of them had roller skates. like quad skates. So I was like, they look pretty cool, and I was looking at all the brands and I was trying to work out what brands to get, and I went with Impala, and I just really liked the look of the white quad Impala skates, and that's what most of the people I was following was using, so I just kind of went along with it because I didn't really know the difference. Whereas I don't know, I have a feeling I might enjoy inline skating. I just have a feeling. Whenever I watch people inline skating at the moment, and whenever I watch videos where people are giving tips about inline skating, I kind of feel like it might suit me quite well, and I might find it a bit better, possibly. I obviously can't say until I've done it, but it's definitely something I'm going to look into this year, getting some inlines, and yeah, I'll probably track my whole progress when I do. So yeah, I'll probably track it on Instagram. So yeah. Have you broken any bones yet? Okay, no, I have not broken any bones. Touch wood. To this day, I've never broken a bone. Touch wood. I don't know how I haven't, because I have had a couple of falls that were quite bad. But yeah, I haven't. I've had quite a lot of falls where I've landed on my wrist as well, and I've kind of thought, oh, that could have been so much worse than it was. But no broken bones as of yet when it comes to roller skating. But like I said, I don't really throw myself around that badly. Sounds weird. I'm quite careful when I'm skating. I think I'm quite a careful skater. So when I'm learning a move and stuff, I'm quite careful. I don't really just go, woo, yeah. I see some skaters who do that, and I just think, how do you do that? Like, even with ramps and stuff, I've never done ramps, and I never intended to do ramps because, you know, this is kind of like the thing I love to do. I love to skate. I like to trail skate in the countryside. I like to do TikToks and strut and spin and like do funny TikToks and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of like how I enjoy my skating. I'm not really enjoying it if I'm throwing myself around, possibly hurting myself. Maybe if I ever try, maybe I would enjoy that sort of thing, but I don't know. It's not really my thing. Anyway, were you scared of falling is another question. Were you scared of falling? Yes, is the answer to that. Yes, when I first started. I mean, right now I feel confident. I can go out on my skates, and I don't remember the last time I fell. Literally, people ask me on TikTok, have you got any bloopers? Got any new bloopers? And mainly, my bloopers nowadays are when I'm doing stupid things such as this transition. Where I tried to do a transition where I'd kick my foot, and then when I kick it again, I'd be in a new outfit, and it was going to be all cool, and I was going to be like, woo, and then I just went flat back. So yeah, but whereas when I go out and trail skate and stuff, I haven't had a falling over moment in ages. So yes, I was scared of falling in the beginning, and I think that's why it's taken me so long to progress, to be honest, because you just need to let go of that fear. I know in the beginning I would always wear wrist guards, and well, always. I would try to wear knee pads and wrist guards as much as possible, and in the very beginning I also wore a helmet. So I think that definitely takes the fear away. When you've got all the safety gear on and you're trying to learn things, I definitely think it takes some of the fear away because you're kind of protected. But yeah, still a little bit scary to fall. And someone said, what is your biggest fear? I would say my biggest fear is spiders. It's a completely annoying, irrational fear. It really frustrates me that I'm scared of spiders, but I can't stop it. So that's life, I guess. I also have a fear of, right, you might relate to this because me and my sister both have this, or you might be like, that's just a fear of heights. But basically, I have a fear of dropping things from a high height. Sounds really weird, possibly, or you might be like, oh my god, I have that too. So I can go up a building. I've been up the Empire State Building. I've been up huge castles. I've been in like every view, any country I go to, I want to see the highest view I can see. I love seeing views from high up, even if it's a big tower, whatever it is. I like to see high up views, right? That's fine. If I have my phone in my hand when I'm up there, don't like it. Fear, anxiety, don't like it at all. Because it's this weird thing of like, what if I drop my phone and it's gone, and it's like this weird thought of it falling through the air, that like, even now thinking about not just my phone, like anything, like a person, you know, anything I'm holding, my camera, my phone, anything at all, the thought of it falling through the air gives me anxiety, and I don't understand it. My sister has the exact same thing, and my sister just went to New York for her honeymoon. I gave her this little bag to put her phone in that goes around your neck, and she was absolutely fine. She went up all of the buildings, all of the views, hanging her phone over because it's in this bag. No fear whatsoever of being up high. I don't really understand it. If you understand it, please comment below and let me know that you understand it, because I don't really understand it myself. So, what made you get into TikTok? So I got into TikTok because I kept seeing people posting on their stories TikToks that they had made, and I was always finding them really entertaining and funny. And then I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to download it and just see what it's like. So I just created a normal account, no picture, no name, no nothing, and started watching all of the people who I had on Instagram on TikTok. And I was actually with my best friend. We were laying in bed, and it was New Year's Day a couple of years ago, and we just literally, I think it was like half an hour, we were just scrolling through TikTok. Neither of us had ever downloaded it before, and we were both laughing our heads off. We were like, this is such a good app, it was so much funny stuff. And then I basically was just kind of like a TikTok watcher for probably a year or something, or 8 months or something. So I would just go on there and just kind of like watch TikToks and be like, oh, that's good, yeah, that's funny. And then it kind of just progressed. My Instagram was growing quite fast at this point, and I'd had a couple of videos that had done quite well on Instagram. And I just thought, you know what, I should just put these on TikTok and just see how it goes. And so I did that, and that's probably one of the best decisions I ever made. Starting roller skating was the best decision I've ever made, personal decisions in my personal life. And creating an Instagram account for that roller skating journey is like one of the best decisions I've ever made. And then creating a TikTok, again, one of the best decisions I've ever made, because my TikTok has really helped me turn all of this that I do into more of kind of like a business. And so if you're not on TikTok, honestly, I tell everyone to join TikTok. I tell people, if I'm just like out having a drink somewhere and I'm talking to someone about something, I'll be like, oh, you should get on TikTok. I often see those kind of business accounts on TikTok saying, don't sleep on TikTok. And that is my advice to you. Do not sleep on TikTok, as it can really do amazing things for your life. Okay, the next question is, do you have an OnlyFans? And the answer is no. I don't have an OnlyFans. I don't intend on starting an OnlyFans. I am perfectly happy with skating and creating content for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That for me, that's enough. I know there are creators who have OnlyFans, and I completely don't see it as a problem. I think if you want to make money in whatever way you want to make money, then you make your money, honey. But personally, I just don't really think it's something for me. So no, I do not have one, and no, I do not intend in starting one. So yeah, that's your answer. Okay, Star Trek or Star Wars? Neither. What do you do for work? Okay, so this is kind of a fun question for me. What do you do for work? A few years ago, it was really simple. If someone said to me, what do you do for work a few years ago? I'd have been like, oh, I do business development. And I would say, oh, I do marketing, I do social media management, I do like help businesses basically. And I used to do that. That was my full-time job. I helped multiple different businesses, but it was kind of always the same thing. Within the last year, since I started skating and my Instagram account, my TikTok account, all the accounts, everything, I actually make most of my money at the moment from social media, which is like the craziest thing ever to me. I'm still not used to saying it. When people ask me, what do you do? I'm still kind of like, oh, I do create content on social media. Like, what? To me, it's really exciting that is what I do. I still do have a job that I do part-time. So part-time, I still do the job that is kind of like helping businesses and social media and marketing and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I still do that very, very part-time. So only a small amount of time in the week that I'm doing that. And then for the rest of the time, I am now doing social media. So yeah, I do find it really cool that I can now make money from doing the thing that I love to do anyway. I mean, I find it amazing. It's actually the best thing ever. But I could go on about this all day. So if you want to know more about that, then just comment below and I'll make a whole video talking about that sort of thing. But yeah, so basically that's what I do for work, a mixture of my social media stuff and also a very small part-time job that I still do as well, which, yeah. I can't believe I've been rambling for this long and I have so many questions left, so I feel like I need to just pick just a couple more quickly. And I'm really sorry if I don't end up answering your question, but I could always do another video, we'll see. But we have got, would you rather live in a treehouse or a houseboat? And I have always wanted to live on a houseboat. I actually considered buying one a couple of years ago. Love the idea of living on a houseboat. I'll probably buy one day and have it as an office. So definitely a houseboat. Do you work out? And do you have any additional workouts that help you improve with skating? Yes, I work out. I try to work out in the gym at least twice a week, sometimes more. And I like to do a lot of leg workouts. So I like to do the like abductor machines, is that what they're called? Abductor, where you like move your legs in and out. But yeah, so I like to do the abductor and adductor machines, if that's even what they're called. I like to do walking up a hill, which put the treadmill on, really high incline, and walk kind of fast upwards. You're meant to do it for about 30 minutes. I usually do it for 15, and I love doing that. I do that every week. It's good for your legs. So with working out, really I have the mixture of roller skating, gym is kind of a bit of strength, a bit of cardio, and then just, yeah, I like to do yoga and stretching and things like that at home. So quite a big mixture. But yeah, I do love to work out and I love to eat healthy. So I think it all kind of helps with the skating, to be honest. One thing that's really good about the abductor and adductor and all of the kind of fire machines is that I find when you stop on your skates using just your leg muscles, it becomes so much easier if you have trained your leg muscles. I can literally just squeeze my fires when I'm skating and I'll be able to stop. Love it. It's so cool. Okay, I've been rambling for quite a while now, so I'm going to end this video here, but I hope that you found this interesting, finding out a little bit about me. And please do feel free to comment below if you have any more questions or if you want to see anything more in particular from my YouTube channel. And yeah, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye!